think it's going to get hard before it gets better, but I don't know. I think a lot of big gaming companies are making the wrong bets right now. I think a lot of them are betting on like AI and live service games, and I think that gamers are kind of being very clear and vocal with what they want, and I don't think they're getting it. And I think it's going to be pretty bad for the industry, but I also think it'll be good for indies. I think like there's just like a change coming. I think it's going to get hard before it gets better.
I mean, I totally agree that with the advent of AI and the advent of higher power engines like Unreal and how easy it's becoming to create a game that looks AAA for the average person. And when I say looks AAA, I mean high fidelity graphics, kind of realism, photorealism. It's becoming easier and easier to create a game that looks like that. So like the way I see it is games that look AAA, have that AAA look, are going to become less enticing to players just because of the amount of games that are going to come out with the same kind of style and look. We're going to start associating that aesthetic and that hyper realistic look with bad games.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, that was like these games had millions and millions of dollars in budget, huge teams, because it was that difficult to kind of create a game that looked like that and run. The association was like these games are top tier, but we're slowly going to move, and those games are going to be perceived as lower quality. Whereas games like ours that are hyper stylistic or hand drawn, frame by frame, are going to, in the minds of people, start being associated with games that are the people who worked on these games are passionate people, creative people who really put a lot of love and work into the game. So that's how I always saw any other shooter, just because of how wacky the character designs are and how cel shaded and stylized everything looks. That's always appealed to me, and I think that's what people are going to be more drawn to, like in the near future.
Yeah, I feel like gaming as an art as well, as an art form, is starting to kind of reach new heights. Like that game that just came out the other day, I think it's Indica. I forget its name. Where you plays like a nun in like Eastern Europe trying to escape a church. Like it's wild. And then you have Alan Wake, and I feel like a lot of these games are just getting weird with it, and these are like bigger studios that are doing this too. I think like people are responding pretty well to it, and I'm pretty hopeful for like gaming as an art form going